Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And if you are a bigot, that is a terrible character flaw. Not the worst character flaw there is, but no character flaw is a good thing. Anyway, though, it is a brand new day, and I had therapy this morning, as I do every Thursday, except when things happen. And it was a pretty good session, but I needed some decompression time, and it was a nice day. The call of the wild. I could not stay in here this morning, and I went out for a long walkies out in the sun, and it was nice. I ended up going to Walmart. I bought some stuff, some yogurt specifically, because when I got back here, I ate some yogurt, which, as one does. And then, at noon, when I settled down to watch some videos, I immediately started falling asleep. And then from noon until 3, I spent most of that time struggling and failing until about 3:30, at which point I was able to push myself up, out, and awake. And it is 4:20 now, but it's only been less than an hour. I have been functional. I'm not quite sure why I fall asleep at times like that, other than just general insomnia. But there we go. So, yeah, I have been struggling. Checking all, of course, the occasional glance upward to make sure that my monitoring software back there, I'm crippled. I'm centered so that I'm not like talking over at the edge like this for the entire thing. No, so that's why I'll occasionally glance upward like that. It's just to make sure I am halfway centered. The one biggest thing I have to talk about, I have been taking, this is not the thing, but I've been taking omeprazole for over the 1 to 4 days that it takes for GERD to go away. I still get attacks of it, like right now. There is the burning of it, so. And I'm coming up close on the end of the 14 days. So, probably need to talk to my doctor about that, as well as a couple other things. But, good golly, Miss Molly. I have mentioned that there is the game engine 001 is the name of the game engine. And I bought it, I can't remember how long ago, but it was years and years and years and years. I wouldn't be surprised if it was when I was back still living in my brother-in-law's garage. But it was a lot cheaper back when I bought it, I tell you what. I went to check on it just to see what it was, because as stated, I've been talking about it a lot, and so I wanted to check on it. It's $80 now. Holy smokes. Everything goes up, up, up. So, I don't know that I can recommend it just from pricing alone, but it's a game engine. The DLC for it, like there's one DLC that I've been looking at, it gives you the templates and stuff so that you can make like Legend of Grimrock games. You know, well, I think I mentioned where it's, where you can do the combat dance. I mentioned the combat dance in Dungeon Master type games and Legend of Grimrock and all that. But that's $25 for that. All of their DLC are $25. They got one that's enhanced turn. It's not enhanced turn battles, but enhanced turn-based battles for like JRPGs if you want to make your own. $25. Now, some of that's good, some of that's bad, because I got the point and click one way back when, before they cost $25 each. And then there's another one that allows you to do first person survival horror type of the Resident Evil. So, but even at that, you don't need that, because there's also an RPG one that allows you to do things like well, I was going to say the Arthurian Legends, but that's not really an RPG. Your stats aren't going up, but it is tracking your health and such. So, hard to say on that one. Still, just thought I'd mention it. And I play an internet game of Marco Polo, where I yell out into the void my secret word to see if anybody out in the audience will catch it and write it into the comments for number one, blatant engagement farming, and number two, calling back Polo to my Marco. Last time, in the last 24 hours, we have had these people play the game. Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up and thank you. Almighty Monkey Power, please go to the doctor. That what you're talking about, that sounds like you need to go to the doctor on that. Hokey smokes. But thank you very, very much. Oh, itchy. We have Potatotron 23. Excuse me. Always good to see you in the comments. Then there's Gus Garrett 683. God, I can English today. Gus Garrett 6838, thumbs up and thank you. And then a name that I haven't seen for a while, but thumbs up and thank you for playing the game. Stephen Blanchard 6833, greatly appreciated. And Calicoy, thumbs up and thank you. Then there's Salvatore Cento 871, greatly appreciated. Larry from Space 1856, thumbs up and thank you. We have, I pronounce it, Evald Schweppe 9140, greatly appreciated. Leo Tom Music, thumbs up and thank you. And Toilet Decimator, greatly appreciated. And I'm sorry about your friend who passed on. That is unfortunate. But I'm interested in, I've been trying since the time when I had an Amiga to learn programming. I've been picking up programming languages, never doing anything with them since then. And it hasn't stopped since I've gotten all the Game Maker things. And yeah, I'd really like to do a Toilet Decimator game for some odd reason. What kind? I have no clue. I did download the game Toilet Rooms from itch.io, hopefully to play for the channel. Hopefully, maybe today, if it's about 4:30, so I don't know. But we shall see. Thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you, for playing. It is appreciated. None of you has to, and the fact that you do so, again, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up. And if you have watched, if you could write Mercury into the comments for blatant engagement farming, and to call back Polo to my internet call of Marco, that would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you. Yeah, it's really a short one because my brain is still barely functional. Still, life is life. I am going to be waking up as best I can so that I can spend the rest of the day doing things. Plus, I can't continue sleeping. I gotta sleep tonight, and I already have insomnia. I can't sleep during the daytime, or I'm not going to be able to sleep at night at all. So joy on that. But still, I am going to edit, render, upload. I'm going to play games, hopefully of the physical variety as well. I continue to think on my inside-outside razor's edge of my cosmic horrors and all such like that. I'm trying to think on a creative level at all times. Part of that just because I like being creative, and part of it is I want to make sure I can keep my brain working, and at least in a semi-creative fashion, even if I, with my executive function dysfunction issues, can't do anything with the setting and such that I'm creating. I enjoy the creation of it, and I enjoy sharing it with people out there, you. So that's worth it for me to do it. Because I was thinking of my cosmic horrors even today. Yay! Thumbs up on that. Because I'd talked with my therapist about it. I'd mentioned how there's this one movie, Yellow Brick Road, how I want to see it because it's a cosmic horror movie. But I watched a review about it and they explained too much at the end to make it halfway understandable. And my issue with that is cosmic horrors and existential horrors aren't understandable. By definition, they're beyond us. And yet, we can't help as creators trying to put something out there to make it understandable. Even the very first person who did, arguably, first cosmic horror writer, H.P. Lovecraft, his most famous creation, Cthulhu. Yeah, cosmic horror, but also explained and understandable. Cthulhu is waiting here on our world at this point for the stars to be right to wake up and then just tear the world apart. Just start ripping it up, busting stuff up, because Cthulhu enjoys destroying worlds. Literally, that's what they enjoy doing. Just getting in there, boots on the ground, hands dirty and muddy, just getting into it and destroying worlds and tearing apart civilizations and committing planetary annihilation. And it's not like they're a god. They're just a member of a species. And if they ever have issues, they call on other members of their species. And theirs was another alien race that was at war with the Cthulhu race. So it went from vast cosmic horror to an understandable monster. A cosmic horror monster where all the edges are indefinable and there's a lot of stuff that's inexplainable but became understandable. And that bugs me. And yet at the same time, with my cosmic horrors, I specifically have a mid-level set of stories I tell about them that are designed to make them understandable. Because the true level of cosmic horrors, on the where and how they live, we can't interact with them. We're at the opposite level of the power scale. If we were plopped down in front of an actual cosmic horror, we wouldn't even be able to perceive it as a creature. It is an effect. Like, how can you be frightened of gravity, terrified of the color blue, angry at the fact that there's matter? They're so far above and beyond us. They're like gravity, forces that are beyond our understanding and control. Not understanding, I mean, but you know what I mean. They're just... You can't be angry at gravity. I mean, you know what I mean. But I have this layer, again, where trying to make them understandable, where I describe them as they are stories that are just a half molecule away from being complete and absolute fiction in the context of the realities of the stories. Where if stretches the truth so much it's amazing it doesn't tear, And it's nothing like that. And yet, because of our brains and the way we understand things, telling them in a fashion as I do, or the conceit here is that it makes them more true and more real than just the actual dry recitation of facts. Our brains aren't set up to understand what the dry recitation of facts would mean in the context of cosmic horrors. But describing it as one of the cosmic horrors being, well, told that to their mother, Amaterasu, they are dead. And they have to leave so that Amaterasu can mourn her dead child. Which happens to the one cosmic horror Gotzi Ray. Does it happen that way? Of course not. Is it true? Not in the slightest. Is it real? Yes. That describes it perfectly, the story that I've got about it, and why she turns her back on him. Well, them. Because they are actually genderless, the 12 children of Amaterasu. They are genderless and unable to procreate or, reproduce in any fashion. So it's Amaterasu, her children, no more generations, and when they all eventually perish of old age, that's it. But there's the stories that I tell again of what happens and how they live and how they treat each other, making the understandable, there's a better word for that, understandable. So even I, who am criticizing the greats of the past and the contemporaries who actually do things, doing the same thing. Yay. Still, though, let's see. I'm trying to remember how I do things and what I left off at. My brain is functioning just that well when I'm struggling to remember how do I do things. No, it's I hope you are able to do the things that you need to do today. To do today. And if you cannot, please do not beat yourself up because you deserve better. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. Oh boy, I do not know why my brain is just non-functional. But there are days when it just don't work right. But then that's also, the ADHD, all these fun things. Life is fun. Still though, as stated, ADHD is not a plague upon the world. Back in old days, like, hunter-gatherer times, having ADHD and being able to hyper-focus would have been something that would have helped keep your tribe alive. It's just that we're not in those situations anymore. Being able to spot a tiger in the woods doesn't help us right now. Anyway, if you watched to this end, thumbs up and thank you. Take care.